Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, this past weekend was a big one for the games industry. As you can tell, I spent most of it talking, so I'm losing my voice a little, but we're here, we're fine, because it was Key 3. That's right, the Summer Game Fest, which is politely known as Key 3 after Jeff Keighley sort of swept in and took over everything. And honestly, it's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I got to see a lot of games, I got to have a lot of fun, got to hang out with a lot of people, a lot of faces and friends I haven't seen in years. It was great. But the thing I'm sure you care about is this weekend, while at the Summer Game Fest Play Days, I got a lot of hands-on time with games, and I'm gonna report back some of my favorites to you right now. The first game I really enjoyed that blew me away was Svenga. I'm not sure how to say that, but doesn't matter. It's a game that I'm instantly gonna buy when it comes out. If you've seen the trailer, you know exactly what kind of game you're getting into. It plays exactly how the trailer looks. I even commented to the devs while I was playing that I knew how to play and was doing so well in the game based on the fact that the trailer they made explained it so well to me visually what I had to do. It is a puzzle game where the puzzle is the combat, and you, through the power of time travel, create an army of yourself to beat the various battles. But of course, it's all timed. If you want the best score and the best points and the best rewards, you got to do it quickly. I cannot stress to you how much this clicked in my brain and how much I was just feeling it and vibing with this game. Absolutely loved it. And then, of course, Alan Wake 2, Remedy's first dive into survival horror. It is way more scary, way more spooky, way more exciting than the original Alan Wake, and I love the original Alan Wake. We got an extensive look at the game from the perspective of one of the main characters, Saga Anderson, the FBI agent, investigating a string of murders in the Pacific Northwest, and of course it all somehow ties back to Alan Wake. All I gotta say is the team did a great job during the demo. Even though it was a hands-off demo, I gotta say the delivery was amazing. The guy who was hosting the demo, Thomas, was absolutely phenomenal at just getting us. A great example is he was saying one moment while we were going through the demo that it was gonna be spooky and spine-chilling and a little frightening, but there would be no jump scares. And then 2 seconds later, a jump scare. It was perfect timing. I loved every moment of it. But one of the more interesting things was a new feature in Alan Wake 2, which is the Mind Place. Essentially, it's a menu where you go into Saga's thought process and you can organize clues and learn more about subjects in order to advance the investigation. Additionally, this is a place where you would upgrade weapons. So I guess the logic there is if you think your gun can be better, it will be. I guess Saga comes from a long line of Warhammer orcs. That is for my Warhammer fans out there. You get that joke. And then, of course, I got an extensive demo with Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk 2077 DLC, coming this September. I actually got hands-on with this one for like an hour. It was exactly what the trailer said it would be. The demo took me through the bombastic, inciting incidents of the DLC's main story, including the introduction of Songbird, President Rosalind Myers of the new United States, and of course, Idris Elba's Solomon Reed. I'm not gonna lie, you know me. Throughout my entire playtime, I was distracted by the world. I was looking at all the little things, trying to find loot, talking to NPCs, checking out everything that Dogtown, the new area, had to offer. It got to the point where the devs were like, Jesse, you got it, my man, you got to keep pushing forward. You're not even gonna get to see Idris. If you don't, we're gonna run out of time. And I was like, okay. And I think it goes without saying that the dev team listened to feedback. They saw what people loved, they saw what people wanted, they heard you, and it's all in there. The core of the game has been reworked. Perks and skill trees have been rebuilt. The new cyberware menu has been completely revamped and now features a capacity system that shows you how much cyberware your character's body can take on before you become a cyber psycho, which was a big plot in Edge Runners, the Netflix series, and they implemented a lot of stuff from that into the game. And it's great because if you're gonna make an expanded universe and you're gonna show people this world and get people hyped and excited to play the game, it might as well reflect what got them hyped and excited for it. It's kind of like Arcane. When I watched Arcane, I was like, "Ooh, this is amazing. I want to be in this world." And then I remembered I'd have to go play League of Legends. Same thing here, except for they actually really made you feel like, oh, wow, Night City is one big connected thing, and it makes sense to jump from one piece of media to another, and they've done a really fantastic job with that. I'm looking forward to September. This August, I'll probably have to go back and play through Cyberpunk again. We'll do it on stream. Should be a ton of fun. But my game of show, the game that had me the happiest, had me just chilled out, had me living my best life, was a game called Simpler Times. The best way to describe it is an interactive, story-driven experience where players take the role of Tiana as she prepares to move out of her childhood home and begin the next chapter of her life. It is the coziest of cozy games. I don't know that it's going to make for a good stream game, probably not, but it's definitely a game that you play at your own pace, interact with the objects, experience the stories, listen to the absolutely amazing chill soundtrack. Each level of the game is based on the record you're playing, so if you want to move on to the next level, you pull off the record and put on a new one. I told the dev, this is how I'll explain it. I told the dev, I can see myself lounging at home, maybe had an edible or two, and just hanging out and chilling and vibing with this game. And he was like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and it's accurate. I loved this game. It is less of a standard what you would think a game is and more just of an experience, and sometimes, man, I need that. And this one hit me. I don't know what it was, but I was feeling the music. I just wanted more time with this one. And maybe it's because after a long day, I was kind of just tired and needed this moment. But sometimes I think I need that in real life. And yeah, this was good for me. But all that's coming in the future. Let's talk what's coming this week with new releases. This Thursday, it's time to get your psychological horror on with the new Layers of Fear. Now, you're probably asking yourself, wait, isn't this the game that came out in 2016? Well, yes and no. 2023's Layers of Fear combines both the original game and the sequel into one experience. In addition to a new character, the writer, the game is also made in Unreal Engine 5, giving the mansion a new, terrifying, detailed look. I'm sure, as you know, Scary Game Squad played this back in the day. Is this something we'll play again since it's a little like rehash? I don't know, maybe not, but I'm definitely going to play it on stream. Tune in for that. Very excited. But also releasing on the same day and on the total opposite end of the video game spectrum, what do you get when you combine Scrubs with A Night in the Woods? You get Fall of Porcupine, a cozy narrative adventure that's all about work and daily life within the healthcare system. Explore the town of Porcupine between your shifts at St. Ursula's Hospital, develop, diagnose, and treat your patients, and engage in the most difficult challenge gaming ever provided, maintaining a healthy work-life balance. You know me, this is another game I'm gonna check out and probably fall in love with. Can't wait for it. So yeah, another great weekend in games. Another great year, it looks like. A lot of stuff coming out, and next year is going to be just as good. I'm very excited to be in this space, but I'm also very tired because I was up till 5 a.m. recording all of the Final Fantasy 16 demo. It is up on the channel right now. Please enjoy that. Check it out if you want to know what that game is like. I am going to stop talking because my voice hurts. See y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.